Good morning, everyone. It's clayrammage. Guess what? We have another haul video today. This is Cindy and I went to a neighborhood garage sale, so we hit up about 10 different garage sales at this neighborhood. Found some great stuff. And then later in the day, I went to visit a friend of mine, and on my way back, there was an estate sale, another garage sale. So I picked up a few more pieces on the way home from there. So this is kind of an accumulation of a day's worth of garage sales, finding stuff. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us on this fun journey of thrifting, either at the thrift stores, Goodwill outlet bins, which is my favorite place to go, garage sales, which is my favorite bargain hunting spots, and whatever. I'm a part-time reseller. Check out my eBay store. The link is down in the description, and go and follow my store, so when I post new stuff, you'll be notified of it. And then and make sure you're subscribed and hit the like button and comment on what's your favorite item from today's haul. And let me tell you, there's a lot. So this is going to be a little longer video than I usually do, but I think you'll enjoy it. There's some great stuff. All right, let's just start. The first garage sale we went to was we got there and I was overwhelmed because there was so much stuff. There were tables and tables and tables of jewelry, watches, and that kind of stuff. Brand new stuff, never used, never worn, most of it. And the story was, it was a set of sisters that were running the sale, a pair of sisters, and their other sister passed away. She was a single lady all her life, never got married, never had kids, and so all she did was basically shop for herself. And so the whole sale was basically bags, shoes, jewelry, decorator items, and stuff like that. All brand new with tags, most of them with labels. And clothing. So it was really crazy. Now, majority of it was not, high dollar items, but she shopped at Penny's, Kohl's, those type of department stores. So it wasn't dollar store items. And most of the jewelry was, costume jewelry. But what we did, sorry, I'm doing this because I'm doing the video in a little different order than I thought I would in the beginning. But anyway, we bought this whole box. We asked them how much for this whole box of what they called the better jewelry. So they pre-sorted before the sale and put all this sterling silver and gold items in a separate box. Actually, there were two different ones that had what they considered the higher dollar items. So we paid $125 for this box, which I thought was a pretty good deal. And then Cindy, when we were in the car driving to another sale, she quickly just pulled out. Most of them they had marked at like $8 or $5. Like this one was $8. This one was $8. And I'll show them to you in a sec. And this one's $5. So very quickly, I think she had like 10 items that added up to $120. So, and there was a total of like 90 items in the box. So we paid just a little over $1 an item, which is great. I'll start showing you what we got. Oh, okay. So this is just a cubic zirconia cross necklace. It does not say it's sterling silver or anything like that. It's $40 new. Then there are things like this, which is a sterling silver necklace and earring set. This was bought at Kohl's. Sterling silver cubic zirconia necklace set, priced at $25 new. And it's it's a very nice set. But then there were other items, let's see, like this. New in the box. It's a 18 karat gold plated sterling silver ring. So So it's got a sterling silver base, and then they plate it with 18 karat gold. And these stones, I'm sure, are either crystals or cubic zirconia. I have not tested any of these, and the label is covering up anything that the box may see. It does say, you can see it starts to say sterling, but many times when I try to peel these labels off, they peel off the back because they're just inexpensive jewelry boxes. But you know, some of these are 20 to 30 years old. Some of them are more current. Oh, those are, my wife picked out what she wanted. She put that way. She put the empty boxes back in. So here's another one. Sterling silver ring, size 8. You know, new tag, $38. So again, my thing is I'm not out to make big money on these. Here's another beautiful ring. My thing is to move them quickly. So I will, okay, here's a wedding band set. It's got the engagement ring and then the wedding band to go with it. They had $8 on there. Original cost was $88. So, oops, I'm dropping things. So my, you know, I'm like, even if I get $10 an item, which I will get more than that, but even if I would just get $10 an item, that's $900. I paid $125. So it was one of those spur of the moment decisions that we were like, okay, no, it's worth it. And they did have another box of, you know, other items that could have been worth some more. But we didn't, we just bought the one box. That was enough for me before I was like, okay, I'm done. Let's just go. But I was thinking about going back. They're running, that was the first day of the sale. They're also running it today and then tomorrow. And just going back, now that I'm a little more mentally prepared, go back and see, start sorting through all the other boxes of stuff to see if I could find some better things. Another sale we went to, same, all this is from the same neighborhood. I found this Coach eyeglass case, and it happened to have the Coach sunglasses in there. You know, they do need to be cleaned, but I put these in my ultrasonic cleaner, and it breaks up all the dirt in the little tight spots, and then I just use a little brush and it just cleans right up really well. And then the lenses clean up really well that way too. So, and you guys, if you're not familiar with an ultrasonic cleaner, you can pick them up on eBay fairly easily, $30 to $50 for a smaller unit. And they're great. You just add like a drop of soap, fill it with water, turn it on, and it cleans up. I do that with jewelry, some of the jewelry that I get, glasses, because then it just kind of helps sterilize it, clean it up, get it better. So anyway, so I paid $3 for those Coach glasses and the case, which I thought was great because right next to it was a Coach case, eyeglass case with nothing in it, and they wanted $3 for that. So I don't know if they knew the glasses were in there or not, but anyway, I'm gonna save that for later. This was from another sale. It was still just stuck in the car, but they're small Currier knives prints that I picked up for 10 cents. There's 4 of them in the envelope. And you know me in prints, I just can't seem to pass them up. I saw this box. It says the Bill Blass collection. They wanted $4 for it. It's brand new. I opened it up. I'm like, what is it? Oh, that's styrofoam on top. And I open it up and I go, I still don't know what it is. These are perfumes, 3 different Bill Blass perfumes. And this, again, this is brand new, never been used, is a cosmetics case with eyeshadow and rouge and stuff like that. So I was like, you know what, for $4, I'm gonna risk picking it up because number 1, it's a designer name, Bill Blass. Number 2, it's new in the package, in the original box. So I did that, and I then, when I got home, I quickly looked it up. I can't find it. There's none to be found anywhere. So I don't know what it's worth, but it's definitely worth, you know, 20 bucks, 25, maybe 30, maybe 50. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. I'll have to do some more research on that. Anyway, I picked up this. It's a vintage barometer. They said it's not working. I haven't checked to see if it's working or not. But a lot of this industrial looking gauges, stuff like that, sell really well. I paid 50 cents for it. So people like that for decoration. They like putting them up on the shelves, especially if you're in, urban areas and you get the loft and whatever. They like doing that kind of stuff. Picked up this little jar. I think I paid a quarter for this. This is a Heilmann's old style lager. Now what this little jar has to do with beer, I'm not exactly sure. Excuse me. But it's by the Chaska Beverage Company, which Chaska is actually where the Goodwill bins are that I go to. So I just picked this up because, again, it's alcohol related, which sells well down at the Pink Elephant. So I picked that up. Picked up these two books for a quarter. David Copperfield by Charles Dickens and The Time Machine. Both of them classic books. Neither one of these two are, the most expensive versions. But I paid a quarter each, so I'll put them down at the Pink Elephant for, $2, $3. And sell them that way. We sell a lot of those classic books. I've the same sale I got the Bill Blass stuff at, they had a whole thing full of pocket squares, which these are. None of them were designer name, but this was my favorite. It's just a beautiful pocket square. It's made in Korea, so it's a little older one, but the colors were just gorgeous. So I picked that up for a quarter. And then this was in the free box. Cindy grabbed this. It's a Budweiser Dale Earnhardt Jr. visor, 100% leather, and of course, the story about glitter. It's got glitter all over it. So somewhere along the line, there was glitter in that household because everything is covered with glitter. That goes to that other sale. Oh, we went to this one sale and I found this box, and most of the stuff there was pretty modern, but there's this box of vintage bow ties. Look at those, aren't those great? And then there's those two that were patterned, and then I got two velvet ones. And they actually had some others, but they were kind of worn and stained, so I didn't pick those up. But she said these were her brother's. He used to do some sort of comedy routine or something. And so he would wear these. And so she was so glad somebody was buying them. I paid a quarter each. So for $1, I got those 4 bow ties. Great way to make my money back. Then we went to another sale. It was the most unusual, I will say, neighborhood sale probably we've ever been to because of the types of sales. Like the first one where it was almost all new merchandise from one estate. We went to another sale and they literally had thousands of eyeglasses. And Cindy's like, oh my, where did you get all these? And the lady goes, oh, we've just accumulated them over time. And I hadn't gotten into the garage yet. I was still outside looking at stuff and, I didn't really see them. So I thought, oh, they probably have 2 boxes worth of sunglasses or something. And literally the whole perimeter of the garage was lined in glasses. Most of them sunglasses, some prescription glasses. And it was like, where did this come from? So again, I'm like looking at all this, I'm overwhelmed because I'm like, how can you sort through thousands of glasses in a fairly short time? Because Cindy and I only had 2.5 hours to do all this garage sailing. So that was part of our crunch. We had a time commitment after that. So I was like, it's kind of weird when you go to these sales and you get these emotional responses. Anyway, so I quickly grabbed some. And what I look for is the more unusual or vintage looking. Most of them were fairly like in the last 20 years. But there were some fun ones that I picked up, like these zebra stripe pattern. They are, they're marked. Oh, I thought these were marked. They're not. I just picked these up because of the pattern on those. I picked these up because they're the mustache. I thought they were great. It's called Sun Stashes. It's a little big for me. Oh, there you go. So you can have a mustache while you're wearing them. I was like, oh, how crazy. So that was fun. And then I picked up some others. Picked up these, which are nice, you know, vintage looking 1950s. These are not vintage, these are modern ones, Liz Claiborne's, but they're good. I picked up these just because, again, they're kind of unusual. They have that SK in the middle. They're made in Taiwan, so these are a little more. These are by Strike King Lures. So this is actually a fishing lure company that promoted themselves with a pair of sunglasses. Picked up these, are a vintage pair. They're kind of that amber color, amber rose color. These are called the Professor from Italy. So those are made in Italy. And then these are Eagle Eyes. Again, you can tell quality glasses, and these are quality glasses. And they've got that yellowish tone. Just, again, kind of different. But then, next to the register where you check out, and all of those were $1/4 each. She was charging $1/4 each for everything. Great, so I spent $1.50 on sunglasses, and again, I sell them for like $5 to $6 each. So I'm already in the money by selling one pair. And she had some glasses by the register that were older, more mid-century glasses, and so we were like, well, how much are these? Because nothing was priced. Like, besides, she had a sign that said glasses 25 cents. She said, oh, those are going to be more expensive because they're older. And so I was thinking, oh, she's probably going to be $5-10 each, right? She goes, yeah, they're 50 cents. Okay, I'll take them. So I picked up these. These are broken in that this plastic part has kind of warped. But again, that can be repaired. That can be heated up, put back down, you know, if somebody's looking for those. But it's a great pair of mid-century, you know, Malcolm X style glasses. Now, obviously, those are prescription glasses. And then there's this pair. Another pair of great mid-century glasses. This is a brand called Suron, S-U-R-O-N. And there's a similar pair of these that just sold on eBay for $80. Now, these are in excellent condition. So I should be able to get close to that out of this one pair of glasses, which is pretty cool. Then I found these. I just took all 4 of them that she had by the register for $2. These are, they're labeled B&L, which is Bausch & Lomb, but these are safety glasses. So these would have been worn in a factory as safety glasses. So they're early safety glasses, which is pretty cool. And again, these are $20 to $25 glasses. And you can tell safety glasses because they're always heavier, because the glass is quite heavy, because it's that safety glass. And then there was this. Look at that case. Isn't that gorgeous? So mid-century, 40 to 50, 1940s to 1950s. Metal banding, that's real metal. It's not applied metal, it's metal banding, the little red dot. And then inside is a beautiful pair of, I would say 1940s glasses. And they are marked, oh, and these are Chirons too. Oh, I couldn't read it earlier. The light's just right now. So these are beautiful Chiron, probably gold-plated vintage glasses. But here is what I've never seen before: a vintage cleaning cloth, still in the case. So it's Wall-Tex corrected curve lenses. Isn't that just cool? That's awesome. So we will put that away. And then let's see, picked up this little silver-plated cup, but it says Minneapolis on it. That's all it says. Many times these were given as baby gifts, you know, and it has the child's name on it. But this, because it has Minneapolis on it, has a great local appeal. So that'll go down to the Pink Elephant. And I know some of you ask if I would give prices on what I would sell things like down at the Pink Elephant. This particular item, I would probably put like $5 on it down to Pink Elephant. I paid $1. Yep, it's $1. So, and I'm happy with that. We picked up some extra, I'm moving quickly. These are just empty ring cases, because that large box of stuff, some of the rings are loose. So we thought, well, this way we'll have some extra cases for some of those. All right, so then we went to this other garage sale. And if you guys can see here, I'll lift it up. We bought this huge painting. It's not an original painting, it's just a print. We're gonna put that up on the wall next to the piano. Because I've been looking for a nice print, and that was perfect. It's the music theme, beautiful framing, large scale, which is what we need because we have 9-foot ceilings. So the walls need large prints to make it look in scale. So yeah, so that'll be fun when I get that hung, but I gotta make sure I got it securely hung because that's a very heavy picture. But at the same sale, I found a Hula Girl, 25 cents. Now this one is not like an older 40s, 50s, 60s kind. This is actually a 1980s version. It's 1984, but this was made in China. Now a lot of people think if it's made in China, it's modern, but that's not true. They've been manufacturing stuff in China for many years. So just because it says made in China does not necessarily mean it's modern. So this one, while it's 40 years old almost, you know, it's a nice vintage piece. And she still moves. So for $25, I got her. I'll put her down as the pink elephant again, and probably $8 to $10 on that. That's my pricing. All right, I'm running way behind, so we're already into 20 minutes, and I've only covered a 4 small scale. It's okay, Clay. See, I like to keep my videos like 30 minutes, but people are saying, you guys are saying you don't mind longer videos, so I'm gonna make this one a little longer. It's harder on me because it takes longer to edit and do all of that. But anyway, I'm making it longer by babbling on. Look at this adorable little Scotty dog print. I found this at the last estate sale that I went to. Paid $1 for it. He's chasing a little tiny butterfly up there. Just delightful. Love that in the silhouette form. So I'm not sure whether that's going to go on eBay or the pink elephant, so we'll figure it out. I bought this car clip for me. I paid, what did I pay, 50 cents? 50 cents for it, I think. Found this lacquered little kitty trinket box. And overall, I paid $1 for her. Overall, she's in good shape, but she has one chip out of her tail right there, which, you know, not bad. I've got this whole bag of figurines. I'm not going to show them all to you because I only bought it. I bought it for $1, but I bought it for this one figure. It's a vintage Minnie Mouse. She's made in Hong Kong, so she's probably, and you can tell from her look, she's definitely vintage. She's probably 1960, 70, somewhere in there. And and there's some other kind of vintage things in here. But her alone, you know, I'll be able to get $5, $6 out of her. So, and the rest will be all lot up in little bags and put them out there. All right, so, oh, also at the eyeglass place, they had a free box. So I was going through the free box and I found these. Oops, I got them upside down. They're to wear, you know, for your 50th birthday. I thought, these are the kind, I've sold a number of these type of novelty glasses at the Pink Elephant too. Again, $5, $6. I sold a bride and groom one. I sold the martini glass one. You know, I've sold a number of these. So I always pick them up, and for free, I couldn't pass them up. So, because again, they're great for birthday parties and whatnot. All right, now I'm gonna switch gears. And we went to this one sale, and most everything, you know, they were a young married couple, had young kids. So most of it was clothing, kids' toys, all of that kind of stuff, and a bunch of books. And then I happened to walk by this one table, and there was 2 big boxes still sitting on the floor. They were half opened and a couple items unwrapped. And I was like, and I saw this. And I was like, oh, that's one of those little kerosene heaters, you know, for chafing dishes or coffee urns or something. And it's pretty old. And so I started digging, because everything was wrapped in there. I started digging a little more, and guess what I found? I found the whole percolator. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? This is from 1903, 1905, yeah, it's hard to have an old eyeballs. 1903. Patent date, 1903. So, you know, early 1900s. And I was amazed. I found all the parts. Everything's there, ready to go. And so I actually paid up for this because of the deal she gave us on some of the other stuff. She had no idea values. So I paid $10 for that. I told her, I'll pay you $10 for that. And she was thrilled. She was like, really? Oh, great. She thought it was silver. I said, no, it's not silver. But here's some of the other things we found, which are phenomenal. There's this purse. So Cindy dug through the one whole box. I was digging through and finding all the parts of this percolator. She dug through the other box, which was antique, not vintage, but antique clothing and 2 purses. This particular one, which you can tell is, I'm not a big skin person, but this looks like snake skin to me. And then it's lined in leather. So it's actually in great shape for the age, except for the handles that are coming loose. So they just need to be restitched. But that is amazing. So I have to do more research on this. I have no idea what it would be worth. But then the other thing, which I dropped earlier, was another purse, or what we thought was a purse. But when you open it up, it is a Bobby Jerome cosmetics case, you know, / purse, but it's got the lipstick holder here. Well, and again, we didn't even know what these were. It's got the perfume, portable perfume bottle, and then it also has the compact, which is phenomenal. And then it's got the mirror. Still got the original mirror. Look at the shape of that. That awesome. Art Deco. And then it's got a zipper pocket for any accessories. But yeah, you're not going to get much else in this. It's, you know, designed as just a cosmetic bag. But again, in great shape with the exception of a little wear here on the corners. But yeah, great find. And that Bobby Jerome name, it's not a high collectible name. And then the other items, I'm stepping away because these were the other items, and we paid $8 for the purses and these, not the Snoopy shirt, that I got at another garage sale, but it's a vintage Snoopy sweatshirt. Paid $1 for that. Great find. So it's $8 for all of these dresses, the purses. We couldn't go wrong. These dresses are from the 20s. I knew it was going to be hard to show you these. That's like a flapper style dress. That's the back side. Here's the front side, but it has the bow tie in the back. It's got the liner to it, which fell down. I'm gonna put these back over here. This one is the go to town party meeting, which the fun thing about this one is, look at, it's got this huge grape style hanging off the side, and it's got the liner too. Now this one is deteriorating dramatically. The sleeves are pretty much gone, but you can tell somebody spent a lot of time and effort making this beautiful dress. And all of these, I believe, are handmade. There's no labels on them. They all fell down. So, yeah. And she said these were her grandmother's, but I believe based on their age, more like great-grandmothers or great-great-grandmothers dresses. Here's a beautiful lace dress with the little shawl on it. And the fun thing about this, you know, when I pick up these jewelry lots, I find all these bits and pieces that you're not always sure where they go to, but like this, it's missing the pearls, faux pearls. It's only got 2 left, but it's one of those, it's a clip. And I see these clips in these lots, and I'm like, how would they use them? So this is how they would use them. They would clip them on, and in this case, they sewed it on permanently to decorate the dresses. So that was that was cool to see that. You know, people say that, and I knew that's what they were for, but to see it in actual practice makes a difference. This is a beautiful little blouse. That's the back with the flap, or the front with the flap, and then the back also has a flap. This is hand beaded, like these. There's beads on the corners, there's beads on the sleeves. These are hand, what I believe to be crocheted balls. Also put on there. This one is actually in excellent shape. There's no tears or stains or anything on it. It's wrinkled because they were stored in this box for who knows how long. But I'm amazed at this. So all you vintage clothing people, you can help me identify this stuff and evaluate or what's the best thing to do. Here's another kind of a summer dress. It does have some staining on it. And again, some of the staining may come out, I don't know. But it's a beautiful lace. And then we have this one, which has a beautiful small jacket to it and a matching belt that again has those buckles that I find in the jewelry lots many times, or crafting lots. So that was cool. Then there's the slip. And she must have been a tall lady because, you know, I'm 5'7", and you can tell she had to be taller than me. Then there's this one also, which I believe is a nightgown, and it's got some severe staining on it. And then there's a slip, beautiful slip. What's amazing is that elastic still works. You know, modern elastic doesn't last but a few years. This is still just as springy as probably when it was installed. That is amazing. It's a beautiful satin too, so. Anyway, couldn't pass that up. That was an incredible find. Also at the same sale, we found this beautiful vintage mixing bowl. Some of these did have lids to them. This is a glass bake, Queen Anne style bowl. Couldn't pass that up. Oh, and then, okay. That's what we got at that sale. Now I'm moving on to another sale. That's right, you guys have seen some of my hauls. I found a alligator head at the bins one time. And I priced that, sold it down to Pink Elephant, sold very quickly. Same here. So I got two more, smaller one, larger one. I paid up for these, $5 each, but they sell quickly, and so I'll list this one for I'll put them down to Pink Elephant, $15 for this and $20 for this. And they sell quickly, so I'm willing to pay up for items if I know they're gonna sell and sell quickly. Oh, and I don't know, like that coffee urn, that 1903 one, I don't know if I said, but that's like an $80 to $100 item. So that's why I paid up $10 for that too. I don't even know what sale I got these at. Couple books, Dr. Seuss book, you know, they've gone up in value, needless to say. So I grabbed that. And then, oh, speaking of Dr. Seuss, I got stuff back here, I forgot about it. I found this Grinch with the book, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, a tiny version. This was a limited edition Macy's plush, and I paid $1 for him. So Dr. Seuss stuff's up in value, so hopefully I can make some money on him. And then, all right, almost done. Kool-Aid pitcher, paid $1 for that. This is not worth quite what I thought it was, but it's still fun. We paid $1 for it. Should be able to get, you know, $6, $7 out of that. Oh, also with the vintage clothing, I just found these boxes. There's some gloves. There's two sets of gloves, a black pair and a white pair, and the black pair have these beautiful hand-stitched flowers on them, which is pretty cool. And then also was another box, and this is what's kind of sad. It's labeled on here what the pieces are and who they came from in the family history. So great-great-grandma Jacob's shawl. And that would be this, I believe. It does have some damage on the bottom, where it's starting to deteriorate. But, oh, and there's damage in the middle too, but what a beautiful, beautiful cloth. And it is wool, that's why there's moth holes in it. So there's that, and then there's these different laces from other family members, from either wedding dresses. There's two pieces of lace, that one and this one. This one's the one from, I believe, from the wedding dress. So, and there's the, you know, sheet that goes with them. So that's kind of cool. All right, well, then I went to another sale. This was the last sale that I went to. It was the estate sale, and I picked up a whole bunch of sheet music. So, I'll show you my favorite one. You guys know, my regular subscribers know I love vintage sheet music. And look at this one. The graphics on this are phenomenal. Isn't that just cool? Can't beat that. Girl of Mine. I don't even know when this one's from. 1919. This is from 1919. That'll be fun. And some of you guys know I mentioned I'm going to start a music channel where I'm going to actually be playing and performing these types of songs and sheet music. And I hope to get that going in the next few weeks. I got my piano tuned. Sounds awesome. I was waiting for that to happen so that I wouldn't scare you all with the out-of-tune piano. So I'm going to work on that. I was excited. I also found another whole box of sheet music that I paid $20 for. So found lots of sheet music to go through. And then I'm going to show you the last item I got at a garage sale. Paid $3 for this fabulous old Motorola radio. It's in immaculate condition with the exception of the one missing knob. But it is as clean as can be, very few scratches on it. Yeah. It's awesome. It's an AM radio only, obviously. But what a great find for $3. So anyway, so yeah. So obviously this video, longer than normal. But thank you guys so much for persevering and watching through all of this. What an incredible day of garage sailing again. And actually we did buy more stuff than just this, but Cindy bought some personal stuff, and in an effort to keep this sale, sure, she bought some clothes and a pair of shoes and stuff. And we picked up stuff for the backpacks as well. But for the purposes of keeping this video fairly short, I chose not to show those. So hope you're not too disappointed in that. But and I thought it was much easier to do this, especially with the dresses in the picture, to do this out in our living room area. So thank you guys so much for your support, for watching. And if you're interested in anything, send me an email. Catch you next time. Bye.